Welcome to Government Goofs. Today we detail the hilarious failure of Operation Igloo White during the Vietnam War. The United States launched one of the most technologically advanced programs of its time. In 1967, it aimed to use cutting-edge surveillance to detect and destroy North Vietnamese troops and supplies moving along the Ho Chi Minh Trail, a vast hidden network of roads and paths that served as North Vietnam's lifeline into the south. The U.S. military believed that by using sophisticated sensors, computers, and airstrikes, it could effectively seal off the trail and cripple the enemy's ability to wage war. However, despite its massive cost and promise, Operation Igloo White ended in failure. Among its many flaws, one of the most striking and symbolic was how simple bags of urine used by North Vietnamese soldiers were able to fool America's multi-billion-dollar surveillance system. The U.S. Air Force and its contractors, including major firms like IBM, designed a system that used thousands of electronic sensors dropped by aircraft into the jungles of Laos and Cambodia. These sensors were meant to detect movement, vibrations, sound, and even the magnetic presence of vehicles. Acoustic sensors listened for the rumble of truck engines or footsteps, while seismic sensors picked up ground vibrations. The data collected by these sensors was transmitted via relay aircraft, nicknamed Batcats, to a massive computer center in Nakhon Phanom, Thailand. There, analysts and computers processed the incoming data to locate enemy activity and call in airstrikes by B-52 bombers and fighter jets. At first, American commanders were convinced they had created a revolutionary tool. The system promised a nearly automated war where machines could detect, track, and destroy the enemy without relying on human scouts or ground patrols. The U.S. invested over $1 billion in the project, making it one of the most expensive surveillance efforts in military history. Yet despite all this technological sophistication, it failed to account for one thing: the ingenuity of the enemy. North Vietnamese soldiers quickly learned that the sensors scattered along the Ho Chi Minh Trail were detecting sound and vibration patterns, not actual visual confirmation of their presence. Once they realized this, they began to experiment with ways to deceive the system. One of their simplest and most effective tactics involved bags filled with human urine. U.S. acoustic sensors were designed to detect both the movement and the chemical trace of humans through sense-sensitive triggers. The North Vietnamese discovered that by hanging bags of urine from tree branches or leaving them near sensors, they could trick the system into thinking troops were present in areas where there were none. As a result, U.S. computers would register enemy activity, and commanders would call in costly bombing raids on empty jungle. Meanwhile, real troop movements elsewhere went undetected. The irony was staggering. A program that cost over $1 billion and relied on advanced computers and aircraft was fooled by plastic bags of bodily waste. This tactic became one of many low-tech countermeasures, alongside using animals to trigger sensors, dragging metal objects to simulate vehicles, and even playing recorded truck noises. That allowed the North Vietnamese to render the system nearly useless. The failure caused by such simple deception highlighted the fundamental weakness of Operation Igloo White. The U.S. military had placed immense faith in technology, believing that complex electronic systems could overcome the unpredictability of human warfare in the natural environment. However, the dense jungles of Southeast Asia proved an unforgiving setting for delicate equipment. Humidity, monsoon rains, and wildlife caused frequent malfunctions, and the constant noise of nature often overwhelmed the sensors. Combined with the enemy's clever improvisations, like the infamous urine bags, the system produced unreliable data and false alarms that wasted resources and eroded confidence in the program. Operation Igloo White, once hailed as a technological miracle, became an embarrassing example of how innovation can fail when divorced from practical reality. The image of North Vietnamese soldiers defeating one of America's most advanced military systems with nothing more than bags of urine became a powerful metaphor for the Vietnam War itself, a technologically superior power outwitted by an adaptive, determined enemy using simple means. No matter how advanced the tools, war is fought and won by people, whose creativity, resilience, and understanding of the terrain can overturn even the most sophisticated systems. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.